man, bro, when I tell you this Spurs and Thunder series is gonna be a crazy series, fam. I mean a crazy series, fam. This one going down in the history books as a classic, bro. Seriously, bro. But you already know what time it is, bro. It's your favorite co-host podcast, Pack back with another solo dolo episode, man. Here to break down my instant reactions to the Spurs and the Thunder game too. And I mean, I'll put it to you like this, bro. There was so much stuff going on in this game, good and bad, and so many lead changes, and it was such a great chess match, fam, that I had to start taking notes at the beginning of the game, bro. Seriously, bro. I had to start taking notes at the beginning of the game. I mean, I don't even know what to say, bro. I guess I'll start with this game from the Thunder was expected, bro. This was a championship pedigree game from the Thunder, bro. Like, Dagnall, hats off to you, my boy. I wasn't sure what the game plan was gonna be coming into this game. But honestly, bro, you did your thing, bro. You did your thing. Hardenstein played 12 minutes in the first game, and he played 13 minutes at halftime in this one, bro. And I don't know if I can give Hardenstein the player of the game because SGA had a 30 ball, a loud 30, but Hardenstein made a huge impact, man. Hardenstein made a huge impact, bro. And we'll kind of talk about that here in a second, but I guess we can go through some of these notes that I took. So number one, I was telling one of my homeboys earlier, like he was asking me like, what should the game plan for the Thunder be coming into this game if they don't want to go back to San Antonio down 2 games, right? And I swear to you, bro, I told the man the game plan got to be. I wasn't sure about personnel wise as far as like playing Hardenstein things like that, but I told him the game plan is the Thunder got to play fast, bro. Like, you gotta keep Wemby on the move. You gotta keep him guessing. The first game, Shea did a lot of probing and ball stopping, and everybody was just standing around waiting for Shea to create. But this game, like, Dagnall really ran some sets, bro. He really set up a lot of good actions, and they was able to keep Wemby on the move. So Wemby was, out of position a lot of times for. I mean, granted, he still was able to recover, but they got a lot of open threes because of it. So I think that was a big thing that went in the Thunder's favor tonight. That they played fast and SGA was able to get his shots off, and you know they definitely handled business as far as that goes. And I mean the Thunder came out swinging, bro. They're a championship team, bro. Championship pedigree, bro. They hit a lot of jumpers early in the game. And I mean, Thunder win by 9 in regulation. Right, it was a really good back and forth game for the most part. Um, Another big thing too though is like as we start to get ready to go back to San Antonio and prepare for game 3 and 4 here at home, like we gotta do, and when I say we, I mean the Spurs. The Spurs gotta do a much better job in these non-Wemby minutes on defense. We gotta do a much better job in those non-Wemby minutes, bro. Like we got a lot of production from Luke Cornett in the regular season, but he's not a like I think if we missing anything, is that, bro. A good backup center to relieve Wemby and give him a rest, bro. Because Wemby was gas, man. Like gas, bro. Like huffing and puffing, bro. Um, let's take a look at the rebound disparity though. Last game, the rebound disparity was huge, but Hardenstein made such a big difference tonight, bro. We gotta take a look at it, bro. Hold up, let me see. Yeah, see, like last game, the Spurs out rebounded the Thunder by 20 boards, fam. This game, the Thunder actually out rebounded the Spurs by 1 board. 50 rebounds to San Antonio 49. That's huge, bro. Like people don't really take into account. We got a lot of offensive boards that first game, and this game it just wasn't going down like that, bro. Like I said, the Thunder did a really, really good job of changing up their whole entire game plan, bro. They look like a totally different team tonight, bro. But after the first quarter, it was a tie game. Both teams started the game super turnover heavy, bro. At the end of the first quarter, the Thunder had 4 turnovers, the Spurs had 5, right? At first, it was a testament to both teams' defense, but then as we started to get like that second quarter was terrible for the Spurs, bro. Terrible for the Spurs, bro. Like Steph Castle, man, I rock with you, bro. You a dog on the defensive end. I know we asking a lot of you in your second year, bro, but you can't have 11 turnovers in the first game and then come back and had 9 turnovers in the second game, bro. Like, you a dog, fam. You a dog, bro. But you he a turnover machine right now, bro. But despite him being a turnover machine, bro, he baptized Hartenstein, fam. And that's why you can't really be mad because he plays so hard and he's so physical and he plays so good on defense. He's so aggressive and he attacked the basket that you really can't be mad at the turnovers. But it's like we had another 21 turnover game, bro. Another 20 plus turnover game, bro. We lost by 9 points, bro. Like we can't do that coming back home. We can't do that at home, bro. We really can't afford to drop any of these home games, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to get that turnover situation in order, bro. But like I said, bro, shout out to Hartenstein, man. Shout out to Hartenstein. Chet was, I mean, he played better tonight, but he still was super underwhelming as far as that's concerned. Like Hartenstein really made a lot of noise, bro. But really and truly, bro, shout out to the Thunder's supporting cast, bro. Like I said it at the beginning of the series, if the Spurs want to win the championship, bro, they want to get out of this round and move on to the finals, bro. We're gonna have to really lock in on these role players. Which bring me to my next point, bro. On defense, like we run a lot of it's man, but it's really a lot of zone with man principles, bro. And with Wemby just roaming around in the paint. Me personally, I think Wemby is sagging a little too much, bro. Like, it's one thing to sag off of people and dare them to shoot, but it's another thing to like completely leave people and let them shoot jumpers like it's shoot around, bro. Like, let me look at what the 3-point situation look like. So, I mean, we made more threes as a team as far as the Spurs is concerned. The Thunder only made 13 threes, but they was timely threes though. Like Jared McCain had 3 big ones. Caruso went 3 for 4. Casey Wallace went 4 for 6. And then Lou Dort was 1 for 2. Like really and truly, like that was all the threes they made, but it just I don't like the idea of like completely leaving somebody out there on the perimeter, bro. I don't like the idea of that. Now, granted, a big part of the reason why we lost tonight too is because obviously we was missing Fox the whole game. So this is second game out. Hopefully we can get him back for game 3. And then Dylan Harper went to the locker room in the third quarter, bro. And he was holding his hamstring. So I'm hoping that he ain't done. Like he ain't cause J Dub left the game in the first quarter holding his hamstring. You know how his hamstring been, he ain't come back. So I think that hopefully we can get back Harper and Fox because we're gonna need the whole team to beat the Thunder, bro. The Thunder got 50 players on the bench, bro. And they all coming in ready to contribute. They all coming in ready to shoot, ready to guard. Like it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. I don't and they got 2 top 20 draft picks. The Spurs is the world's only hope, bro. The Spurs is the only hope for the NBA, bro. Like if the Spurs can't stop the Thunder right here, bro, it's gonna be Thunder season for a long time, bro, for a very long time, because they just so deep and so well coached. And I think Reggie Miller made a comment that I guess somebody asked Sam Presti about like what does he look for in players whenever he drafting them, and how does asking him about the type of player that he scout or whatever. And long story short, Sam Presti said, "I'm looking for people that fit the system because we not trying to repeat an outcome, we're trying to repeat a process." Cold, cold, and that's why the Thunder look the way that they look, bro, because they all bought into that concept, bro. But like I said, man, at the end of the first quarter, the game was tied, 1 1/2 time. Spurs down 11. Um, and it was a big part of the reason was because the Spurs had 9 turnovers in the second quarter, bro. Like we was just turning the ball over. And don't get me wrong, fam. I know the Thunder defense is a really good defense, fam. They gonna force turnovers, bro. But 21 turnovers again, 20 plus turnovers for 2 games in a row, bro. And it ain't like it's coming from all over the court, bro. It's like I say, Castle had 9 turnovers tonight, 11 turnovers in game 1. So he averaging 10 turnovers for the series so far, bro. That's tough, bro. We can't win like that, bro. We gonna struggle like that, bro. All the games gonna be dogfights if we can't get this turnover situation under control. Because we turn the ball over, and then on top of that, we gotta give Cornette minutes because Wemby gotta get a breather. You know what I'm saying? Because he out the gas, bro, and they really taking it. They already taking full advantage of the non-Wemby minutes. We can't add turnovers to the game while Wemby on the court too, bro. It's just a bad look, bro. It's just a bad look, bro. We go into halftime. Spurs down 11. Hardenstein played 12 minutes in game one. In the first half of this game, he played 13 minutes, bro. And Hardenstein had a humongous game, fam. That is the best floater in the league, bro. That man got the best floater in the league, bro. Hands down. I'm talking about between guards and bigs, bro. That floater is cash, dog. And I think he had like 11 or 12 boards tonight. Let me double check. No, Hardenstein had 13 boards. Like I say, I think Hardenstein was the impact player of the game. Although SGA was probably the most valuable player of the game, he was the actual player of the game. I think Hardenstein was the impact player of the game. But one thing I will say about the Thunder and how they're guarding the Spurs, bro. I am not gonna lie to you, bro. I promise you, this is not me being biased towards the Spurs. I've been saying this all season, bro. The Thunder are the Thunder do some grabbing and holding, fam. They do some grabbing and holding, bro. They grabbing and holding Wemby every possession, bro. And I ain't saying you need to call ticky tack fouls, bro, but I'm saying they blew the whistle on some way cheaper fouls than what Wemby got to go through every single possession, bro. Now, granted, I expected the Thunder to do this. Like again, they're a championship team. I said it on the last solo episode. My reaction: I don't expect them to fold, bro. But you can't let that go on where Wemby get where just because Wemby 7'5", you look the other way when he getting beat up every possession, bro. That was crazy, bro. But to end the first half, Castle had 16 and 1 assist, 5 turnovers in the first half. SGA came out swinging in the first half, 15 and 5 assists. Vassell and KJ were 1 for 6 from the field. Champagne was 1 for 4, and Dylan Harper was 2 for 7. Like the Thunder played great defense in the first half, bro. Don't get it twisted, bro. But we did throw that ball away like crazy, bro. We threw that ball away like crazy. All right. 9 minutes left in the third quarter. As we come out of halftime, 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Hardenstein pick up his fourth foul, go to the bench. OKC had to go small. San Antonio capitalized, cut the lead down from 11 to tied the game up, bro. And what's crazy is, bro, the Thunder did so much subbing in this game, bro. They did so much swapping players out, bro, that it almost looked like the Spurs wasn't ready for that. Like they wasn't prepared for that. Cause you could kind of see like it was hard for Wemby to figure out who he's supposed to be guarding and who he's supposed to be sagging off of. Like the Thunder just kept on swapping them out, swapping them out, swapping them out. I think if this series go deep, 6, 7 games, you're gonna really start to see the fatigue setting in. I mean, it's already setting in, bro, but you're gonna really start to see the fatigue setting in, and you really gonna see what separate the Thunder from the rest of the league, bro. They got 100 players, bro. They got 100 players ready to come in the game and produce, bro. Like it's crazy, bro. But SGA had a real MVP game tonight. Shout out to him. 30 points. On 12 for 24 shooting. So 30 points shooting 50%. I said it before in the first episode. I said it before my first Dolo reaction that the only way we can beat these guys is if we make SGA score 30 on 30 shots. He shot efficient 50% from the field tonight. We're never gonna win like that. He had 34 rebounds and 9 assists, bro. And it's never going like we're never gonna beat them like that. Granted, we was down 2 key players and we had like a ton of turnovers. But again, bro, we just gotta make the game much more harder on him, bro. But like I said, a lot of it was the Thunder's like erratic substitutions, bro. Like I think at one point in time, I could have sworn I seen Hardenstein, Chet, and Jay Will on the court at the same time. I could have sworn. But again, that just goes to show how much of a chess match this series is gonna be, bro. Um, cause I mean, like I said, bro, the Thunder got 100 bodies. They're gonna put them in the game. I thought that we could match their depth, but honestly, they just too deep, bro. They just too deep. We can go deep. We play Harrison Barnes tonight. Carter Bryant got minutes, but Carter Bryant's minutes are so when he producing. But when he like, if you try to ask him to do too much on offense, he's gonna turn the ball over. He's gonna make bad choices. He's a rookie, and he's not like a Dylan Harper type of rookie, bro. He's a real rookie, bro. He just, his thing is he gonna play hard. He gonna guard. He really didn't do a lot of that tonight. Um, but other than that, I mean, we was just gassed, bro. Like, you could tell Wemby was gassed. He stopped contesting shots. He stopped going up for rebounds. I mean, how many minutes did Wemby play tonight, bro? Let me see. Wemby played 37 minutes tonight after playing 48 minutes the last game, bro. So, I mean, we either gotta, like Cornette, you either gotta give more effort, give more production, or I don't really know. We gotta do something to keep Wemby. Like, we gotta do something to keep him from being gassed so late in the fourth quarter, bro. And the last thing I'm gonna say before I wrap this episode, this solo dolo episode, is, like I said, this is shaping up to be a hell of a series, bro. As the whole world already knew, it's gonna be an instant classic as a series, bro. It's gonna be a true chess match. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that we can see Mitch Johnson go back to the drawing board as we get ready to come back to San Antonio. I'm praying that Fox can come back. I'm praying that we'll have Harper. We can't beat this OKC team unless we have full strength, because they got 700 bodies. Right? So, as far as what the Spurs need to do next, we need to number one, take care of the ball, bro. We ain't gonna win nothing not taking care of the ball, bro. So number one, we gotta take care of the basketball, bro. And then hopefully we can shoot a little bit better from the three. We got to do a better job of containing SGA like we did in game one. And then we gotta really take advantage of Hardenstein being on the court. Like, if they gonna play Hardenstein, then we gotta take advantage of it, bro. We ain't really take a lot of advantage of it. He doing a good job staying in the dunker spot, staying at the free throw line, catching the turn, shoot a floater. He doing a great job. But we got to figure out a way to abuse those minutes that he's on the court. Cause we got Chet in the box. Chet really ain't doing too much of nothing. He ain't really making much noise, bro. Caruso shot good from the field. Jared McCain came in and gave him some good minutes. We playing some good defense, man. It's just a matter of taking care of the ball, bro. We got to take care of the ball. We can't give the champs 100 extra possessions, bro. We can't give the champs 21 extra possessions a game, bro. We can't do it, bro. Can't do it, bro. So we'll see. I mean, like I said, game 3, San Antonio, 2 days from now, man. I'm excited. I don't know. I really don't know. I still think Thunder and 7. Granted, it depends on whether or not we can get our players back that we've been missing. But we'll see. I think Spurs and 7, bro. I still think Spurs and 7. As long as we can get our guys back, I still think Spurs and 7. But we shall see, because these are the defending champs, and they come to play every single night, bro. But as always, man, I appreciate you for tuning into the episode. Hopefully next episode we can get the bros back on here so we can really break down some games for you guys. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with a friend, especially somebody who's been keeping up with the NBA playoffs. You know, I know I be having some hot takes sometimes, but you know, who knows, man? I'm all for a debate, bro. You know, I like to think that my eyes work pretty good with these Dolce & Gabbana glasses on, man. Who knows? As always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And last thing, before I let y'all go, make sure you turn your notification bells on so you get alerted every time we drop one, man. On behalf of the Successful Habits crew, we out.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.